Hello everyone, I'm Given Hand.
I'm Cat for online.
And
With the Funimation logo again.
I guess we're at the Hope arc now, which is one episode, so
yes.
Let's see how they try to salvage this, even though it's gonna be stupid.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yep, that sure is Japanese.
Now here's a fun question. Since we switched websites, is this the dubbed or subbed?
No, it's probably subbed still because it's Japanese text.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, it's subbed.
Assault team? Okay.
Cool.
I like the 3 drops of rain and then just full fucking rain.
That's how rain works.
Well, yeah, but that was a little bit sudden still of a transition.
No. I mean, that was sarcastic.
Okay. I was about to say, like...
No. I said, no, because that's how rain works, you know. Like, that wasn't very sarcastic, but I was being sarcastic.
Yes. Wait, so... There was the dock ships there, but...
Hajime?
So are we on Jericho or not? Or did he just come here? Okay. So, oh, he just has 2. Okay, but I guess everybody's back then. He just
what
confirmed
about
that.
Chiaki?
I guess not. Also, how did he know where the hell to go? Episode Hope. No, that's Double Wong.
I thought Bad Apple was going to start playing in a second.
I understood that reference. What is with this dorky hair? Oh, it's a headset.
I'm cosplaying as Marth.
Yes. Glasses Marth.
Yes.
Oh my god. Yes.
Let's just wait till they run out of bullets.
Well, hey guys, you can stop firing now. You don't really... Yeah, I saw who that was. Don't think I didn't. Are all the characters just gonna show up now?
That would be kind of cool, admittedly.
Or just these two. Because knowing Danganronpa, it might just be these two. Oh, he just got a robot hand?
Yes.
Alright then. I can still use it for its intended purpose.
I guess they are on Jabberwock Island. Also, I prefer Hajime Hinata, but that's fine.
Yes. Yes?
Yes!
He's cosplaying as him. I love Fat Kira. He's my favorite character.
I also love Fat Kira.
What is with this dude? Oh, so you can take out the actual sword now.
Hey, Pecco, have you seen my eye patch anywhere? I think I lost it.
No, I'm too busy ignoring calls from a certain guy.
I'm seriously gonna kick his ass. Ah, yes.
Before you die, you will hit it. I shall control your falcon. Not whatever birds you have. Oh.
Oh no, it's the copyright gods of lightning. Hamsters.
Shit!
Yeah. My lightning turned back to being blue.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes?
like... I was too busy looking at Gundam. Or that.
No. Yes? Woman caught a knife in her teeth, and then she ate it.
Oh my god, this is so much more rewarding than anything else. Oh my god, I love this.
What are these weird people?
They're the assault team, I guess?
Her music sucks so much she kills everyone.
Oh, that was so fun. I could have watched that for hours.
Yes. Like that was better than anything else.
That was better than the entirety of Future and, like, the rest of Despair minus... I just wanted to see them hanging out and being friends. All I wanted.
Yes.
And now I got to, and that was, like, the greatest thing. That was so rewarding.
You killed my second choice for a wife. And people think that we like actively shipped us too.
No. You Peko and Fuyuhiko for life. They're my favorite type of ship.
Yeah, again, it's with light. It's like with like any balance thing. Like you can't have one without the other.
No.
Good and evil, light and dark. It's like how Gundam became himself again.
He styled his hair correctly.
Yes. Hey you, I'm cosplaying as you. The hell do you think you're doing?
I think the tie is pretty nifty.
And then from the grave echoed the voice, "Oh, there's 2 of them." Also, it's a good thing this thing took 30 minutes to load.
I knew I should have installed better internet before I died.
I'll never switch from dial-up. You young kids and your 4G and your wireless internet and your
LTE and... Look how he's just suddenly him again.
Yes.
I like seeing that expression in the anime
Yes.
form. Seriously, are you still being classist? Pecco, seriously, I can't find my eye patch.
Pecco, seriously, why haven't you called me back?
Go watch the Let's Play, kids. Wow, I didn't even have to do anything in this scene.
Wow, yeah, it seems like everybody who was here from before was completely useless until you guys showed up. No, you know, I'm thinking they're actually kind of right. We were completely useless before they showed up. At least some of us were. Hey man, I'm standing right here! But don't they, like, not have to live in hiding anymore because now Makoto's basically gonna be in charge? And he can just be like, you know, like, let's not lock you all up.
Well, Hachime's a lot taller than him. Then again, Makoto is only like 5 foot nothing.
Yes. Wow. That guy looks like he could be a terrific athlete.
Wow, please get away from me. Thank God. Yeah, no thanks.
Even though now he basically, like, should still be fucked up, because he was always fucked up, apparently.
Yeah, but at least his classmates will keep him on the right path.
Oh, that's true.
Because they know how to deal with him. Just pick him up and take him away. He'll get distracted by something pretty.
Not it. What?
Wait, what's happening here?
Is this like they're like setting up like a fake out? You can't smell it from that far away.
But did they have time to film this?
We've been stuck on an island for like years. We had plenty of time. Trust me.
So they're basically taking the bullet for them.
Which is fine. It's just my problem is that, like, we spent so much time basically doing nothing for no reason. Hey, you guys think we're missing anybody here? Nah, probably not. That guy's finally Byakuya again.
I like how he can just transform into, like, different clothes. It's nice seeing Hajime have.
Oh, hello. She's in his head or something now.
But then they got killed again. So.
This is like some shit.
I'm making a cameo!
I'm not! Seriously, what the hell? What is this song?
Okay.
I'm gonna have a funeral now.
I kind of gotta, bury my wife.
Oh shit, did we even fucking take her?
I think she's still back in the building.
Oh crap. She's really not gonna forgive me for this one. Man, I really screwed up big time.
No wonder she didn't like me. Please get away from me.
But I like his hair.
Man, I miss Kyoko.
And I guess both of us are gonna be lonely now.
Yeah, welcome to the Dead Wives Club. What?
Antagonist. Oh. Alright then.
So you just left me there, Makoto?
I swear I didn't know that! You can't blame me for that one! Oh crap.
I still can't find my paperclip.
I was about to say that. I'm back in class again. And then I fall asleep and everything starts back where we started.
Aww.
Another turn of bullshit.
So I guess Toko and Komar were definitely canon.
And so are Kazuichi and Sonya apparently.
Ew. He is creepy.
Why are you calling creepy, man? I'm not creepy at all.
No,
I'm like the least
it's Sonya
creepy
and
person.
Gundam and Byakuya and Toko for the record. No, thank you.
I like the family much better.
That episode was great.
This was this was fine. It's just we shouldn't have spent so much time.
This should have just been, hey, Tengen shuts down the Future Foundation building and Midori goes to the thing, and then we have the character show up, and that just should have been the OVA. That should have been the ending. That's it. We didn't need all that other shit.
We didn't need this killing shit. There's no reason why Kyoko had to die.
No.
Absolutely none. Zero. Because she came back.
I really thought she was gone, too. What?
Yeah, I thought
on one hand, this does make sense, because she wouldn't just let herself get killed like that. But on the other hand, Mikon killed a wife, so she saved a wife.
Yeah, at least, I guess they... Was this made, after? Because, I feel like they were like, oh shit, we really,
need to redeem her.
We really made her look even worse than, she might already have been, so,
well, thank you, Mikon. You saved at least one of my wives.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
The other one, See, I like it better the way that they had her here. As in, she's just kind of in his head, and he just, she doesn't have to be real. I don't think she needed to be real. That's what I'm saying.
I would like her to be alive, just so he doesn't get shipped with Nagito.
I will give you that.
That's the only reason.
I will give you that.
That's it. I just...
Nah, he's not standing a chance. I mean, I get somebody else at the top of my list. It's not happening.
If you call me one more time, I'm impaling you.
Please, just one day, I'm begging you. All my other girlfriends are the crazier in my head.
Yeah, I actually didn't mind that ending. That was actually okay.
I didn't mind the ending, but, my problem is that,
The rest of it.
everything leading up to it was a complete waste of time.
Yeah, that was...
There was no reason to have this thing. And basically, the ending here, nothing really is accomplished.
Except that, he rebuilds the school and is the principal, which makes sense.
I guess. And, and I guess that, and they confirm what was already implied would eventually happen at the end of Danganronpa 2. So basically, it's fine, but it has no reason to exist.
I mean, you could have just, wrote a short story that was this or whatever.
Yeah,
we didn't have to waste, 2 days of our lives fucking around with this.
Yeah, but, I hate how they got everything wrong, though.
Well, I mean, clearly... So, okay, here's a couple things. So, we were wrong about a couple things, or at least one thing.
Okay.
I was looking on TV tropes, and if my phone would not fuck itself...
I know what you're talking about, I think.
Yeah, okay, so I was just gonna explain this on screen. We were confused in the scene with Boxer Dude and Junko, and she says something to the effect of, I'm gonna tell Kira that you're
That's
gay for him.
That's just what we're calling him.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell Kira you're gay for him. And then Boxer Guy is like, no, don't do that. And we were really confused because the way that she had said that, she was talking really, really fast, so maybe we didn't see it or we weren't really paying attention. I don't know what happened. But we misconstrued it as her saying, I'm going to tell him you're gay, but you're really not because you love Chisa. But what she really said was, you're pretending like you love Chisa because you really love Kira.
You're really gay for him.
Here nor there, I don't care who he loves. That's his thing. But, even so, he still should have just told Kira, hey, I'm kind of gay for you, but you should kill Junko.
Yeah, because basically what it turns down to is that he was too chicken shit to tell the guy that, how he really felt. And that's why he, doomed the whole world, basically.
He effectively killed the world twice over, because not only did he create Izuru Kamakura indirectly, but he also allowed Junko to...
Let Junko walk free. Because he was too embarrassed to tell, Senpai Kira that he loved him.
And I feel like that's a... I don't know. You can feel free to disagree with me, but I feel like it's a little bit more big when you say, hey, I'm in love with your wife, more than, hey, I'm in love with you. I feel like those are two different things.
No, because, again, it feels kind of childish. It's they can't know I have a crush on them.
Yeah, because, I don't know, if he were to say, oh, I'm in love with your wife, then that could lead to, cheating, it could whatever. But if you say, I'm in love with you, then you could say, well, I don't reciprocate, and then that's the end of it.
See what
you
they
never have to talk about it
See what they
again.
should have done, despite ignoring the fact that apparently he's gay in this, but what they should have done is they should have just had him had an actual affair with the other lady.
That's what I jokingly suggested, but I really thought they were gonna go there.
Because then at least he would have had a reason oh shit, Like,
He cannot find out about this.
He's gonna kill, like, both of us if he finds out.
Because I thought it was gonna be leading to he had an affair with her.
Yeah, because, like, now it's like, she tells him, like, oh, he's gay for you, and he's just like, okay. That's...
Like, you could have saved yourself some embarrassment and said, okay, Junko is not innocent, and also I'm gay. Or, if you really don't want to tell him, you could say, oh, Junko was trying to frame me
for being
gay,
with you.
and I'm totally not, I promise you
I'm totally not, man. I mean, I wasn't checking you out just now.
Yeah, no, like, there are so many ways, because Junko is a pathological liar. Why would he believe her anyway?
Yeah, it's like...
And the picture looked like a forgery. We thought it was. I thought she said it was.
I thought that's what the setup was, but apparently it wasn't.
I don't remember what she said. I'm not going to go back and look at the
But the point is that it seems like a really petty thing to doom the world over.
It is. It's all his fault. It's all him and the animator's fault.
Yeah.
When, you know who ended the world? You know whose fault this should have been? Junko. It should have been all her fault, and it isn't. She's barely...
Or, you know, to a lesser extent, you know who else's fault it could have been?
Izuru.
Like, you had two characters
who were already established, already existed, and
were known to be fucking
insane
evil.
And evil. But no, you make two new OCs that are chicken shits, and they cause the end of the world.
Yeah, that's honestly the worst part about this.
That's the worst part. That's the most offensive part about this. Yes, it's offensive.
Yeah. Because, like, this is what it's been leading up to, like, all of this.
This is offensive to me.
And, like, I'm fine with the happy ending, and it was kind of cool to see, like, the characters in the second game, but, like, we didn't need to. I feel like the second game wrapped things up well enough where we didn't need this.
See, but I say that, you say that, but this was the best episode.
No, okay, no. I'm fully admitting that this is, like, maybe except for, like, the first episode of the Despair one.
Yeah.
Like, this was the best episode. But it doesn't matter because it doesn't need to exist.
No, Makoto and them could have kicked this guy's ass or stopped.
No, but, like, they're like, this whole plot is just, like, it was just basically a waste of space. Like, this didn't need to be told.
They killed a bunch of characters that didn't matter and you didn't care about, and then we ended up where we started, basically.
Because it's not even like they, like, see, it would have mattered even slightly if they actually bothered to kill off Kyoko. Like, as bad as it would have been.
No.
At least something would have happened that's different than the end of Danganronpa 2.
That's true.
At least there's a slight difference there. But, like, other than that, like, I mean, this is basically where I would expect this to go. Like, I mean, I guess it's nice that they confirmed that, or that they showed that Makoto becomes the like they rebuild Hope's Peak and he becomes the thing of that.
And he used this like the old building and smaller building and everything's all happy.
Like,
I liked seeing that.
That's fine, but like, other than that, like, nothing really new was learned from this or shown here. Like, we showed, like, the backstory, but, like, stuff that was important in the backstory is wrong.
Is wrong, or was wrong, retconned, or wasn't shown in the way that it was promised?
Because let's go over the backstory and things that didn't need to happen in it. Whether or not she should have been a character is, like, I'm saying no, but, like, whether or not she should be a character, fine, whatever. But Chiaki shouldn't have been the center of everything. Hajime shouldn't have been...
As heartwarming as that final scene was, where she's like, oh, you wanted to see me again. That's like, that was heartwarming, but she was based off of Chihiro! She was based off of Chihiro!
Chihiro showed up, like, one time in this, other than being a corpse.
Yes.
So he showed up, like, one time in this, and he never even got to speak.
No.
So, like...
Actually, no, he had one line. He was talking to Mondo. Like, he was holding something and he passed something off to Mondo and he said, oh, we're gonna be okay, right? Or something.
Oh, I didn't even hear that.
Yeah, no, that's what he said. He said he had one line.
Okay.
Talking to Mondo.
I guess so. But, like, still, like, I mean, like, that's so weird that, like, his character doesn't have any importance at all, despite being, like, the most important, like,
posthumous, is that the right word?
Yeah, posthumous character.
Posthumous character, like in any of this, like other than Junko probably.
Yeah.
But like,
is it posthumous or postmortem, or do they mean the same thing?
Postmortem is after your death, because mortem
means death.
But I think posthumous is usually when like referring to dead people though. So like I don't know which one's which, but like whatever that word.
I think we mean postmortem.
I said postmortem in a previous one, but I think I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they're synonymous. Let me look it up. I'm sorry, I drank all of that.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. But yeah. So like, there's nothing with that. So that's one of the issues. Again, she shouldn't have been the center of everything. Hajime shouldn't have been involved in the other like the murder. The freak murder accident with the swimsuit gravel and the everything. Mikan and Ibuki and Pyoko definitely should have been.
Oh, one is a noun or an adverb, and the other one is an adjective. So it's the effect thing.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter. They're the same word.
Okay, yeah, but like. Well, no, effect and affect does actually matter, but okay.
No, Kevin, I'm the English major here.
Okay, but that's not the point. But the point is that, like, Hajime didn't have anything to do with that case. He should have stayed out of it.
I actually read a take that said, oh, it made it more, like, interesting or important. I'm like, I guess, but, like, that's not how it was established in the canon.
See, okay, like, here's the thing. Events can happen without being, like, interconnected into the overall plot.
No.
Like, it's okay.
Hajime was included in the thing, removing Mikan, Ibuki,
and Hiyoko.
and yeah. They weren't even relevant, and it wasn't even mentioned again, ever. Fuyuhiko's sister died, and he never brings it up again. Mahiru's best friend, and, if you think she's a lesbian, supposed lover, I've seen that, because the way that they make food for each other and interact. Yeah, like, they kind of see that.
Maybe, yeah.
And if Mahiru is with, Saionji, then, like, sure.
Yeah.
If you think of her as a lesbian, then that could have possibly been, like, a love interest.
That's probably,
Never brought up again.
No.
Never.
Actually, think about it. I don't think Fuyuhiko even fucking shows up in that episode.
No, he doesn't.
Even though, like...
We never see him learning about his sister's death. We don't see his reaction, Pekko's reaction. We don't see anyone's reaction to it.
I think we saw Pekko's, like, slightly, but, like... The point is that, like... It's a pretty...
Pekko got, like, upset, but we didn't see Fuyuhiko reaction
It's a pretty fucking big deal with all of their characters, and it's just, like...
That was, like, implied to be the only bad thing that ever happened to them during their school year. Like, the only bad thing that ever happened.
Yeah.
Nagito blew up the fucking school at one point, but that never gets mentioned.
No, and, like, See, as much as I don't care for Nagito, like, I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt that he was at least, like, somewhat sane until everything went down. And I want to believe that, like, he was pushed to insanity by the killing game and not that he was necessarily crazy from the start.
No, I think he's a little bit like Mikan, where he is extremely fragile.
Yeah. No, because again, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt that, like, at the start of Danganronpa 2, like, he only does the thing because he feels like he's, like, he has a weird morality code. So, like...
No, like, his thing he does in Chapter 1 is totally understandable from his point of view.
Yeah.
It's the more warped that it gets over time is when it becomes a problem.
And I do get what his reaction to the thing... Again, I don't like anything that he does. But I do understand his character, and I do understand his motivations.
Yeah, he didn't piss me off in this that much.
Again,
he really didn't.
No, again, it's like, I don't like his character, but I feel at the same time you're not really supposed to. Like,
no, you're not supposed to like him.
Like, I like him as a concept, I don't like him as a character. Two very different things.
I do think they played him smartly in this, though. He really didn't do anything that pissed me off.
I do think so, but, like, him randomly blowing up the school...
That's a little weird.
That's really fucking weird, and then he just disappears for half a year, and then, like...
I think I like this so much because he really didn't show up that much.
Maybe, like, that might have been for the better, but then again, like, once he left the scene, like, we started focusing on other characters that, like, we didn't really care for, and basically, like, as soon as Nagito left stage,
It's stage left.
Well... Yeah, whatever.
I know, but I just want to let you know. Because so some asshole in the comments doesn't tell you.
You know who you are. Don't fucking tell me. You know who you are. But, yeah, okay, so... Whatever. I misused that phrase. But, like, everybody else...
said it wrong.
Everybody else stops being relevant, too, after
Yeah,
that
no,
point.
like, one of the main complaints about the Despair arc is that it's advertised as being like, oh, let me take this out. It's advertised as being like... As advertised as being like the backstory of, it's technically...
Of how everybody turned
It's technically called Super Danganronpa 2.
Okay,
That's
well,
technically what it's called. But it's like, it's the backstory of Danganronpa 2, and you're gonna find out about the backstory of these characters, and they don't show up past episode 2.
No, like, you see...
That's, like, one of the main complaints that people have.
Because that's what you wanted out of this. Like,
That's what... Like, when I was telling you about this, that was what I thought. That's what I heard through word of mouth.
That's what I imagined, but okay, like, so that's another big problem that this has.
It doesn't give you what it's advertised to give you. I wanted to see some fucking kids fall into some fucking despair, and not some stupid little hikikomori making animations that destroy the world.
Making stupid little what?
Hikikomori?
What does that mean?
That's like,
Leave Annie's Japanese name?
Yeah, but its Japanese name is the word for someone who's like a hermit. Like, they stay in their house all day, they never leave the house, they don't do anything.
Okay. But, I think Leave Annie's name is, like, slightly different, but, like, it sounded enough like it.
Yeah, no, its name is based off of that. It's, like, wrapped in a blanket and whatever. Like, that is, like,
okay.
I forget what it exactly literally translates to.
But that's that aside for now. Because you mentioning, like, the thing about, like, people turning, and that ties into the next problem, which is just Junko as a whole in this. Like,
they live and die for the meme.
Yes, they live and die for the meme.
We should have watched the English dub. That would have been amazing.
Oh my god. But, like...
And for those of you unaware, in the English dub, they translated one of them. We didn't even get the word meme in our translation, so I don't know what we were watching. But the line with, real quick,
Izuru.
Yeah, thank you. Izuru and Junko talking on the roof, and he's mentioning how she's sending the video to everyone to make them do the thing. And he says, in the subbed version, they despair because of your meme or something, or your memes. And then in the English translation,
I despair because of memes.
In the English translation, they went with, they live and die by the meme. I know I'm so late to that, but, like, oh my god, that's so fucking funny.
Oh my god. But anyway, so, like, she as a whole, like, the way she acts, like, it's not... I even think that they didn't do that right. Because she doesn't...
I like how they attempted to do it. Like, sometimes she shifts to the other personalities when appropriate. Like, she became the teacher at one point. She became, like, the kawaii one.
But she only did that, like, a couple times.
True, but I appreciated when they did. Like, that was just, like, nice.
No, I appreciate it when I did, but, like...
Half the time, like, she wasn't fun enough.
She was... No,
is that weird?
Maybe, but, like, the real problem is that she's just, like... She's, like... I'm not gonna throw out medical terms or, like mental disorders, but, like... She's, like... basically unstable, and yet, like, other than doing, like, the weird narrative voice that she does sometimes, which is fine.
But it's just played for laughs.
She basically just is, like, the same character the whole way through, when, like, she's clearly established to, like, flip-flop all over the place in everything.
You know, like, she basically, it's not like multiple personalities or, like, dissociative identity, because that's not what it is. She literally has such bad sociopathy that she gets bored really, really quickly. So that's why she shifts. That's literally the reason that came out of her mouth as to why she does that.
I know, and, like,
she stays too static this whole time.
Yeah, I think that, like, first of all,
and this is kind of a very meta thing, and I don't like to bring up, like, gender discourse or anything like that, but Junko is one of very, very, very few interesting female villains that I've ever encountered, and I hold that fact pretty important to my heart. I think that she's absolutely great. She can be funny, she can be serious, she can be threatening as fuck. Like, she's everything that a female villain should be.
No.
But this anime took all of her power away from her. She's just some person now.
Yeah.
She doesn't put people into despair. She doesn't do anything.
Like, see,
every single thing she accomplishes is off the backs of someone else.
See, the thing is that, like, yeah, like, the way that she's built up in some of the games, like, you could argue, and in fact, like, I could possibly argue this myself, that, like, she's a bit too much, because I've even said that with, like, the hacking and the thing, and I was like...
That's implied that someone else made the AI
No,
for
I
her.
know, but I was, like, the implication that, like, because they never... It wasn't outright implied, but, like, it's just kind of... You kind of guessed that.
Yeah.
Because, like... But, like...
Apparently everyone else did everything else for her.
Yeah.
Like, the AI thing, like, I can see her bossing someone around to do. Kazuichi made the different Monokumas. That's fine. That's understandable use of your henchmen. But not, I'm not even a villain without this fucking Hikikomori animator by my side.
Yeah, but, like... I lost my train of thought.
She's too much. She's...
Yeah, like, I could argue that, like, she's, like, maybe, like, even, like, too much... Not too much of a villain, because that's not what I'm trying to say, but, like...
Too powerful?
Yeah, like... I don't exactly remember, like, again, we're gonna throw another Sue term out there, but I don't remember exactly what, like, the qualifier was for the villain Sue character, but I feel like it's kind of, like, it's almost teetering on that, but the thing is that, like, instead of going with it and owning it in this, they seem to, like, backtrack and make her, like, just some...
They nerfed her.
Yeah, they nerfed her.
Better nerf Junko! Like, and I'm not saying Junko's my favorite. I mean, shit, she just fucking killed Chiaki. She's not my favorite character. But as a villain, there's just so much there that people could learn from, I think.
You know, she's a fine villain. Again, like, I've said this off screen, but, like, by virtue of being, like, just causing chaos for the sake of chaos, anarchy, like,
she's
whatever.
just so unabashedly evil.
Yeah.
You never see that.
And, see, the thing is that, like, I told you this off screen, but I think she really works better, like, not being front and center, because there's not much that, like, there's no, like, again, she doesn't have any arc, so, like, what really should have happened is, like, the characters, all of them just kind of, like, falling from grace, like, something happens to them, and then, like, and she scoops them up. She basically, like, she only needs to show up to, like, scoop them up and convert them. That's all she needs to do.
Just talk to them at their lowest, or break them down with your words,
because,
like you do, like you were said that you do.
Here's another thing. Junko does too much, because she's on screen constantly, and apparently everybody just knows that she's evil, except for
Which is just so... Get the OCs out of this fucking story who somehow know that she's the bad guy, when even Jin Kirigiri himself only had slight suspicions that no one else believed.
Yeah.
Because he's a detective from the Kirigiri family. Of course he's gonna fucking know what's up.
Yeah.
He's the only one that would know what is up, and he's not even trained to be a detective.
Yeah, because he sucks at it.
Yeah, because he's bad at it. Exactly.
But, like... So that's another issue that they fucked up on. Then don't even fucking get me...
Like if Kyoko would have done something.
Yeah.
She would have been the first person to be like, hey, Dad, you know that girl in my class? Yeah, she's definitely
acting kind
evil.
of weird.
Her and that girl that follows her around, I think there's something wrong
That
with that. They
apparently,
should be
like,
expelled.
That they confuse with Mikon for some reason.
I don't like the way they characterize Mukuro in this at all. I don't like the way she's characterized in If either, but, like, that's more believable.
See, like, I think I've said to you... this is another thing that I said to you off screen. I think they just should leave Mukuro alone and not do anything with her, because clearly she doesn't have a defined enough personality to work off of, and everybody fucks her up.
She does. I think she totally does.
But people clearly can't write for her. So
I can.
Okay, well, that's fine. But, like, I'm saying that, like, at least the people in charge of this shit, they can't write for her.
Whatever they did here was wrong. It's wrong. It's totally wrong.
So they need to stop. Like,
the guy who wrote If got it closer, but not quite. But this is just wrong.
Yeah. So, like, that's another thing that's wrong. But then, like, don't even fucking get... I'm not even gonna go into this whole thing, because I think I've said enough about this. But the school council murder thing, fuck, that was dumb. I hated every second of it.
And I looked into it, and they have full names, but they don't have abilities. None of them do.
Excellent.
One of them is the student council president, but that's not an ability. That's just what he is.
I'm not even going to go into it, but the point is, fucking Izuru should have done every single thing there. He should have been part of the council. He should have been in the actual school. He shouldn't have been just like some dude they keep locked up in a cage, because that wasn't his purpose. His purpose was to be out there and be the best at everything.
Yeah, wasn't the whole point that I know he wasn't in class 77 or whatever, but like he was around. Why? What? Was it the whole point was that everyone was supposed to know about him, and thus his betrayal with killing the members of the council being like a thing?
Yeah, like he should have been in some class. I don't even care what class, but he should have been in some class from the start, or not from the start, but once he turned
into the thing.
He should have been in a class, and then you should have had like moments where he excelled at everything, and he was basically the best. And like,
and then once he does the
time passes, and he's part of the council and everything. And then maybe Junko comes by and pushes him in the wrong direction because like he agrees that everything's boring as shit, and he's like, you know what? Fine, fuck it.
I think killing people would be fun.
I'll kill these guys, whatever. Like that's something that I might get some enjoyment out of. And then he does it. Like he doesn't need any other reason.
And then oh no, this guy. And then the whole human experimentation thing gets leaked or whatever, it doesn't matter. And then, he was not only artificially made, but he's killing people, and he was supposed to be the hope and everything. Because, like, him being the hope of whatever doesn't matter when the first they hear of Izuru, he's a murderer. It doesn't matter. The whole point is that you made him to show him off. That's the whole point.
Because now, it's just like, oh no, there's some fucking
mutant thing,
shaggy-haired looking asshole that apparently killed the Hope's Peak Council. How did this happen? Does security need to be boosted there? Because I don't think anybody even would fucking know that he's from that school.
No, he's just some dude to them. I mean, Junko apparently leaked the information about him being the project from Hope's Peak or whatever. How did she even get that information? It's top-level secret shit.
See, and that should have mattered because he should have just been out and about in the class and done this thing and... But okay.
Like, this isn't Team Rocket making Mewtwo or trying to do something evil. It's Hope's Peak trying to make hope for humanity. They would have talked about that shit non-stop once they were done.
They would have been like, this is the best thing anybody's ever done. Look at this guy. He's perfect. I mean, he might need a haircut, but he's perfect.
He might need a haircut.
So, they would have been all over that. And then the moment when he snaps is when the world's like, oh shit.
Because I can't imagine Izuru would immediately wake up and be jaded.
Also, I think we need to quiet down.
Okay. I mean, I can't.
We're shouting quite a bit.
I can't imagine that I can't imagine the second that Izuru wakes up, he'd be jaded Teen Pizza.
Yes.
Like, I feel like at first he would be like really like curious with things and then learn it really quickly. Like that would be the first like half year or so.
Because he's basically like an empty shell at that point because his original personality is gone.
So like that would be the learning process, and then eventually he would be at the council, and then he'd realize, you know what, I'm good at everything and I'm really bored. And then Junko would be like, hey, what's up? Hey, like, what's up? Yes. I really like your haircut.
Also, they shouldn't have, the fact that they made the whole class see him and then be like, oh, let's erase their memories so they don't remember.
What was the point of that?
That was so stupid.
What was the point of that?
Because it doesn't even matter. If they're, I guess so that, they can have the scene with Nagito in Danganronpa 2 because he doesn't know who he is.
So they fixed their error so they wouldn't have an accidental retcon?
Maybe
they retcon so many other shit. It's what they only care about the canon when it has to do with Nagito. Like when Hajime and Chiaki meet in that one little section, they remembered Nagito was there.
I like that though because that was nice attention to detail. But
no, I mean, but whenever it has to do with Nagito, they will not change the canon.
No.
Except for him blowing up the school, which was never fucking mentioned. But
Yeah. Which again, I'm the last person to fucking defend Nagito, but I think that was
that's a little bit much for
out
him.
of character and kind of just weird.
So then when are they at their peak performance then?
When they're not
forced to
sad about the death of some girl that half of them didn't even care for.
Oh, was that it? I thought it was because
the reason they were sad.
I thought it was because they were being forced to showcase their talents and he didn't like that.
No, it's because they were sad that or they were upset because somebody got killed in the school.
But wouldn't them showcasing their talents bring about more hope from that despair? See, that doesn't even match up with his logic.
Yeah, that doesn't even match up with Nagito's logic. But no, they wouldn't bring out the best Hope. You must understand.
No, it would though. That's his whole. I understand Nagito better than these fucking guys. And I don't even like him.
It's like, isn't that what Hope's supposed to do? It's to get people up when they're down.
Exactly,
But,
and that's a pretty big despair. Is someone dying?
Yeah. So if anything, like, yeah, I don't know.
That doesn't even line up with his moral code.
So he causes more despair, and by blowing up the school and like possibly like having a chance of killing more people because
Hope?
Nagito's dumb.
That doesn't make any. No, that doesn't work.
Again, I don't even like his character, but they got him wrong in this.
No, that doesn't make. No, that's not something he would do.
So there's another. Again, we already talked about that, but that's another thing we've gone. And then finally we get to the last event, which is fucking the mass suicide, which starts
That was
with
so wrong.
starts with burning down the school for some reason.
Didn't happen.
Because there was no second school building. Because there's no need for it to have like a ginormous fucking like
Glass.
What was that like 90-floor glass tower?
Is that even necessary?
You have 3 classes at one time, other than the reserve corps students.
Yes, which there were 300 of, and going by the logic of.
There was like 1,000 something, right?
No, it was 3. Wasn't it 300? What was the number that Junko threw at us in the game?
It was either like a couple thousands or like 1,000.
Oh, it was 3,000. We
3,000.
were splitting the difference there. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's just round it down to 3,000, divided by 16 students per class. So that's 187 classrooms for just the reserve course, and then only 3 odd classes for the actual students.
Yeah. So like
Then again, they said 71. 1 there's 77 1, so there could be more classes in 77, but like that is never been established before, so I don't think that that's the case.
No, because they specifically refer to them as the 77th class.
Because at one point it said 77-1.
Yeah, but they specifically refer to them whenever they're referred to. There's class 77.
Yeah, exactly. So like there could be more class 77s, but like there isn't, so no.
You're
telling me
I guess the other classes in 77 are just the reserve corps students.
Yeah, probably. So you're telling me that you have 188 classrooms for just the reserve corps students, and then 3 for the main corps students.
But but that's not the point here. The point is that like Hope's Peak was more than like the one building that we see in the first game and a little bit in the second game. There's other like complexes near it. There's like huge halls and other stuff. And the building,
I'm assuming that one of the buildings nearby is like dorms for the main course students, not the reserve course students. They go home.
Yeah. So like, no, but the dorms were in school already.
That might be a meta thing, like from the first game.
Yeah,
like
but
them being in the school, that might be like a meta thing.
But at that point, like you would probably just have like a couple extra floors. No, that would be true, but you would just have a couple extra floors of dorms.
Yeah.
Because you only need 3 floors of dorms.
Yes. Okay.
So they could easily just have instead.
They did show in the dorms to be other buildings, but that would be because they're using the other building, which is just purely classrooms, I guess.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. I don't know.
But it makes more sense for the dorms to be in the school.
Yeah, because like.
But usually they're a separate building. But just if we're going off of strictly Danganronpa 1, the map we see, then yeah, they are in the building.
But it makes more sense for them to be there because like, they just live in the school anyways. Like even not with the thing. Like, that's where they live.
Because that building is small enough to hold about... what's 3 times 16?
48?
That's about... and the other floors were dorms that were like...
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is that stairs that led to, like, the teacher's lounge and whatever, they would probably just have... Like, there's 2 floors between that are just also dorms. Probably.
Yeah, exactly. And then that would fit all the students
comfortably. That would fit all the students that would need to be there. So all the other buildings you see around the school in the shots, in the stills in Danganronpa 1 and 2 of the school are probably where all the reserve corps students were. So you didn't need to make a new building for that.
In a meta sort of way, yeah. Like the reserve corps students weren't even a plot point yet.
Well, yeah, but you see those other buildings.
Yeah,
so
and they're probably staff rooms and staff meeting rooms and evil science hall for Izuru.
No, but like the staff meeting rooms and all that, like they were already established as being in the first game. Like,
exactly, but they could have had another building for like the principal to live in or whatever.
Maybe, except not because we saw his room.
Oh, that's right. Well, still,
so
the teachers could live on campus. I don't know.
Yeah, but the teachers do because they live on that floor.
Oh, in the dorms in the same room in the same building as the children?
Yeah, it's on the.
I feel like for a safety reason they might be somewhere else, so they could be in one of the other buildings. But the same thing, like same difference.
It's on that other floor. That's what I heard.
Oh, okay. But see, yeah. But anyway, it's just hypothetical stuff. But yeah, like the building that we see is enough.
Yeah, the point is that like we didn't need this giant fuck off building, which then needed to be destroyed because it isn't there anymore. Even though we don't see the outside of Hope's Peak, so it doesn't matter.
No,
it doesn't matter. There's no issues with the game.
The only time we ever see the outside of Hope's Peak is when Hajime and Makoto are standing at the gates, and they look the same in both games.
And they look directly at the building, so like it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
So like that's all. There's so many pointless changes in that, and that's just the despair side, which I guess is fine because
it's the better of the two.
See, because what I would have done is I would have just had the despair side. And then had the end of future / hope.
Yeah.
Like that's all you really needed, because like the rest of the future half.
It's just totally pointless.
It's pointless because it's.
Okay, so my first issue with future is that if Seiko can't eat sugar, then why couldn't Ruruka make her sugarless sweets?
I don't know.
Are her and her boyfriend in an abusive relationship? Is she mind controlling him with her sweets?
Probably.
That's what people tend to think. Did you know that Ruruka and her boyfriend are very popular in Japan?
No.
Because they are.
Oh. Okay.
Because Japan loves bitches, I guess.
I guess.
I mean, why do you think people like Saionji so much, aside from the fact she's a lolly?
Because she's like nationalistically traditional Japanese,
and she's also a total cunt.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, I'm trying to rationalize this without taking the cunt factor into account. So I like how you've been calling her by her last name instead of first name.
Because I'm just used to seeing the subs now. I'm tainted. And plus, I actually forgot her name. What is it?
Hiyoko.
Oh, that's it. I forgot her name.
That's
actually.
okay, but you've been referring to everybody else by their first name. So.
Yes, because I forgot her first name actually, unless I've been tainted. But yeah, people really like Hiyoko if you're from Japan. I don't know why, but that would be it.
But regardless, like, they didn't take enough time to get the characters to be established. But this is all issues we've been over. Like, the whole plot doesn't matter because it boils down to
the old man did it.
First of all, the old man did it, which I don't even think is that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things.
No.
Because it doesn't matter, and basically the whole thing is just set up to use the Hope video.
Which is a plot point that we've never heard of before until now.
And it gets resolved in, like,
a minute.
An episode and a half.
Yes.
So it gets brought up and resolved within, like, within an episode and a half. So, like, why did we have this whole thing? He could have just, like, made the video. Like, why did everybody need to die, is what I'm saying. Like, I guess that's part of the despair, because, oh my god, why do people die?
Was he in ultimate despair? We never answered that question. Was
apparently he was. I don't.
But then why would he want him to use the Hope video, unless if that is in and of itself a form of despair, not having despair anymore? I don't get that logic. That doesn't make any sense.
Know. I think we've taken the Hope and despair thing a little bit too far at this point, where like we don't even know what's what anymore.
Well, no, I mean the bottom line is that whatever Makoto says goes, because he's logical about this.
Yeah, but like I feel like we've gotten to the point where like basically like we're trying to subvert like the Hope and despair dynamic at every turn, and it's just kind of getting into stupid territory.
So I just think it's just what Makoto says goes. Like, you know, there's one with one or the other, but it's important that you give everybody a chance. Don't kill people if you don't have to. Like, just like logical shit, not the extreme of one or the other.
Yeah, because honestly, like it even gets to like the opposite. Like if despair is chaos, then like Hope is just the other one. I forget what the opposite of chaos is, but Order. That's probably the one. So
but absolute order is not that great either.
No, so I'm saying that like it's like one or the other, but one is clearly better than the other. Like it isn't outright the best, but it's clearly the better option.
Yeah.
Like. So I don't like. And I again, like, we've done the morality twisting with Nagito already. Like, we've been over that. We can stop it now. But, like, I feel like that's basically the whole premise of this. It's like, oh, let's have other ways of, like, doing hope, because we have the fucking, like, the lawful evil, or the lawful... Is it lawful evil or lawful good? Whatever.
Yeah.
The guy with the sword.
Oh, he's lawful evil, I'd say.
Yeah, or, like... Well, seeing as he was on the side of hope, I guess it would technically be law good, but, like, whatever. The point is that, like... I guess he was lawful good because he was specifically killing the despairs, which are
No, it's
evil,
lawful
so
evil because... Actually, yeah,
no,
I guess
that would
it's
make him lawful good. Because everything that's evil needs to be...
Yeah, that is lawful good. Yeah, he's basically a paladin.
So, like we have the lawful good, and then we have the, like, oh, like, everything hope is, like, also bad. So, like, we have, like, both of those, but it's like, do we really need to show that already? Because, again, I feel like with Nagito, they've basically, like, done enough. Because, like, even Ultra Despair Girls with the, like, oh, like, we're neither hope nor despair. Like, even that I thought was kind of like... That didn't really work.
Look, I chalk it up to Kamara being an idiot and just not getting it.
Yeah, but, like, I thought that was kind of dumb, because, like, that's...
She just doesn't get it.
That doesn't
She's
really
too young.
work.
She doesn't get it.
Because if you're, like, doing stuff like this, then, like, basically... If people get positive, to break it down in, like, very easy terms, if people get positive feelings from things that happen, it's hope. If people get negative feelings, it's despair.
Yes.
Which is funny because for Junko, despite
despair is her hope.
Despair
and that's
is her
what
hope.
I do like about this series, is that it is very flippy, floppy, flowy, wavy. Like, it's not one, or it's not like Kingdom Hearts where dark is bad and light is good.
Because that's very trite.
Like, that's simple. But in Danganronpa, it's not simple.
No, but I'm saying, like, I feel like they've already been over the complexity. Like, that's not something that needs to be.
No, certainly not. But I do like that it is. I do think that that's a strength of Danganronpa. I think that's.
No, I think that's a strength overall. But I feel like Danganronpa 2 did it well enough. And
you can make your own hope.
And everything else, Ultra Despair Girls, this, it just, like, they're trying to also have variations on it, but I feel like they basically nailed it in the second game, and they're trying to, like, do it again, and it's just not, not as strong.
No, because
it's not as good.
Because the not hope or despair thing, like, that's dumb. You know that's dumb.
Because by logic, like, it doesn't work.
Unless if you're just extremely apathetic about everything, which she clearly isn't.
No, because clearly
if you're fighting against Monokuma, you're on the side of hope. Don't kid yourself. I think she just wants to be important. Like, I just chalk it up to, like, she's stupid and wants to feel important.
Again, I get it. It's like the speaking of Kingdom Hearts, it's like the Riku thing, like, oh, I'm gonna use both the light and the darkness.
But with him, it's like it's interesting because he can. In that universe, that's not a thing you can do.
In Kingdom Hearts, you can do this. In Danganronpa, you can't.
Because of the way that in Kingdom Hearts, it's so black and white. Being gray is a unique thing.
Well, see, the thing is that, like, in Danganronpa, it's also kind of black and white. But the thing is that the white, in a weird way, like it's like the thing that's like everybody's the hero of their own story.
Yeah.
In a way, like, everybody has their own version of hope and despair.
Exactly.
And you can't really have neither without having, I should say, complete empathy. So that's just not a thing that happens. Wow, this rant is long.
Because if Kamaru has complete apathy to everything, which she doesn't. But if she does, she should get that looked at.
Yeah. Because that's kind of an issue.
That's a big issue.
But, like, okay, fine, whatever. So I don't like that. I don't like how, as soon as you even begin to remotely care about a character, they just immediately kill them off instead of having them around and giving them some room to fucking breathe.
Yes.
Like, my god. Because, again, I joked about this, like, oh, every time we pick a favorite, they die. But it's literally what happened. Because I'm like, oh, like, at the start, it's like, oh, like, all these characters, like, they haven't really shown any personality. But this girl seems nice, dies immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of like some of these other guys. I mean, this Ox guy's cool, and I like this guy with the really squeaky voice. And then squeaky voice guy dies.
Immediately.
And then I'm like, okay, well, I guess we're just sticking with Ox guy then as the favorite. I hope he, like, sticks around and does cool shit, and then he dies. Well, at least, like, Grandpa's kind of cool, and then he dies, except he doesn't for a couple episodes, but he basically dies. And then we're like, alright, well then how about the pharmacist chick? Because she's kind of cool, and she has, like, things, and she has a kind of a sad backstory, so you know what, I like her, let's go with her as a favorite. She dies. Okay, well, let's see who we got left. I kind of like this stoner dude, because he's, like, or, like, well, not stoner, because he's a drunk, because he's constantly drinking.
Yes.
But, like, I kind of like him, he's kind of funny, let's go with him instead. And then he dies. And then you're like, oh, well, I kind of like... Wait, I don't fucking like any of these characters that are left. Oh, also, I forgot about the robot. Who then becomes... who then, it turns out to be Monica, and then dies.
Yeah, Monica just goes into space and somehow lives.
Because, yeah, like, I like how fucking... The future arc is one episode longer, but they had the fucking Ultra Disparagles episode in there.
Yeah, that Ultra Disparagles over.
Which was a completely fucking waste of time. It accomplished nothing.
I like how Toko didn't do anything in this, despite the fact that she's, like, you know, a Future Foundation member.
Yeah.
I know she's technically an intern, but shut your fucking mouth.
Like, at least Hero gets to be there.
He got to be, like, nice comic relief.
Yeah. Fucking Toko doesn't even get to do anything. She gets to show up at the very last episode for, like, 2 seconds. To get, like... shipping father with Kamaru some more.
Yeah.
She doesn't even fucking acknowledge Byakuya if he was even there in that scene. So I mean, like, there's that, but I mean, that's neither here nor there. Like, I'm not the one who cares. You are, but I just kind of think it was an odd choice. But regardless, it's just all so pointless. And then there's, like, despite me kind of liking the idea of the, like, oh, it's like a suicide thing, and then everybody who died commits, like, was made to commit suicide. Like, that's kind of interesting. I like where you're going with this. But the fact that, like, they're doing that, but they also have the weird, like, poison thing, which, why, other than the fact that, like, I don't know. Just there was no point to any of it. It was all pointless because the only thing that mattered is that fucking...
Oh, that's fun.
What?
So... Okay, so I'm reading conflicting reports here that, like, you know, the reception of this was so bad that Kodaka was like, I'm done with anime. Anime was a mistake. And then I'm reading some things that are like, Kodaka tried to justify this all. And apparently... when people asked about inconsistencies, I don't know what's true and what isn't. Kodaka was like, oh, Monokuma lied.
Okay.
Who's holding a gun to your head, Kodaka? I can help you.
God damn it.
Like, I'm sorry they hurt your story. I'm sorry they hurt your story. I can help you, okay? I have people that can help you. And that's so cheap. Oh, they lied. Monokuma doesn't lie. He doesn't lie.
No.
He does not lie.
He like skews the truth.
That's different.
But like he doesn't lie outright.
He'll omit things or like he'll omit things.
He will never outright lie about something.
No, he doesn't outright lie about anything because that would why if a villain lies to you, what's the point? I mean, I know lots of villains lie, but like he's not the type that does that. He's very lawful evil like that. He has rules and he sticks to them, and he does not lie.
No.
It's not a thing he does.
Other than when he talks about his wife, the salmon.
Yes, but
Maybe.
Other than that, but that was like that's a very meta thing.
Yes, obviously. But I just wanted to throw that out there. But yeah, like just. I wish I could, like... Because at least with the Despair one, like... I guess it's fine for what it retcons the shit out of everything we know and love, but, like... I guess on its own merits, it's fine. But, like... I really can't see the future side as being... as even standing on its own merits... Because at least, like...
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What?
Toko in another episode, and the emails in Super Danganronpa 2 of the 78th class survivors becoming Future Foundation members implied that the survivors were surviving the hostile environment of post-tragedy Earth for a while on their own before they were finally found and joined by the Future Foundation.
Oh yeah, that got retconned.
Yes. So is Toko also lying? And the emails also lying? Because, like, okay, sure, the emails are in the simulation, that could be wrong, but Toko literally told Komaru something that was not true. Don't you bring out the fucking tricking thing. That was Nagito's fault. Fuck you.
Again, I really just think that they should have left the series alone. They should have just moved on and made V3 and not like bothered with either Ultra Despair Girls or the anime. Like Ultra Despair Girls was fine. I liked it, but like, I don't think this series needed to be touched like beyond what it is. Visual novel. Murder mystery. That's it. Stick with that.
I just hate
in
this.
The future. We don't need.
I don't like this.
We don't need another thing, and that's just the bottom line.
Do not like.
Is because they tried to set up another killing game, but it seems that they failed to understand that the reason we care about the killing game is because it's a murder mystery plot, and not a who's behind this plot. Because like obviously, like, you in the first game you wanted to solve like who was behind this, like you wanted to find out about Junko, but like it's honestly incidental to all the murder plots.
Yeah,
because those were the main things to solve, and effectively unmasking Junko was just another one of the murder plots.
Yes,
it was just another trial, basically. It wasn't, like, it was, but it wasn't the main focus of the game.
Yeah, like,
And
it was always kind of an underlying thing, but never,
yes, but until the very end, it was never the focus of the story. And here, I feel like they're really trying to, like, give you all the red herrings in the world as to who the killer is. Because then it's Kira, and then it's the old man, and then it's the candy lady, and then it's who else, and then, like, it's the video guy. Except it's not the video guy, because it was the old man anyways, oh my god, but then it's the video guy anyways, because he takes over the world, and he does stuff, and it's like, stop. Like, you're like, this is like the revolving door of plot twists.
Yes.
But that's not what happened. Like,
I don't care what happened, because you already explained it like 5 times over.
and again, it doesn't matter. The point is that the Hope video exists and he wants to use it, and that's the whole plot. Like, again, you could have had him just show up after, like, you could have just had the Despair arc, had the guy show up, and then have the video. And then the other guys come in and are like, oh my god, there you are, like, don't do this, and then that's it. You didn't even need to involve fucking Makoto and anybody else into this. It was all pointless. Also, nice job faking us out twice. Oh, guys, look, we kill Hina. Oh, guys, look, we killed Kyoko. Then she's actually gonna stay dead now.
If they were gonna do this, they shouldn't have had the fake out with Hina.
No. Because, like, I was already not really buying. Like, I was kind of mad, but I was like, they're gonna do some bullshit, and like I liked my explanation for it. It wasn't the one that was true, but I mean, I can't say that this one is much better, because if the one girl had the antidote, why did she not fucking take it? I mean, like, I guess that's not what killed her.
No, she killed herself.
Yeah, okay, so like I guess that doesn't really matter, but then like why did she not just like spread it around to everybody that she cared about?
She did give it to the squeaky voiced guy, but it didn't work immediately.
No, I know, but
so
like,
he's probably alive, just in a coma.
Yeah, but like, I'm saying it's like, why did she like not give it to like everybody else? Like, I know she didn't care about the confectioner lady, but like, why did she not give it to everybody else? There was no reason to, and I also like how they established it like way later. It was so cheap. Like, again, I'm happy Kyoko isn't dead, because I don't want her to be dead, but the way that they handled this is so cheap. I don't even know why she had to die.
Yeah.
I don't know what she could have done in the last part that would have made everything like. I guess she would have figured everything out. She figured out the suicide thing, but like, they literally find the book, and she could have just like gone over and told them. There's no reason for her to be dead in the first place. So I feel like it's all like, it's really cheap drama. Because, let's face it, we don't care about half of the characters that died. The only ones we care about, if they die, are the ones they fake this out with. Possibly some of the other, because we cared about a couple different characters. By that I mean like 2.
Yeah.
Before they died, because we genuinely cared about the Ox guy, and we genuinely cared about the pharmacist again. And you cared about the robot girl before she was
cute.
Just.
And plus, Monami.
Yeah, but you cared until it was, oh no, she's just Monica, and the real one is actually dead.
Yes.
Which again, it's a dumb plot twist, because it doesn't matter if it's Monica, because Monica doesn't fucking do shit.
So why was she needlessly murdered? For her to just give up and not do anything.
Yeah, I mean, like, if she was gonna die anyways, you could have just had her die in the main story. Like, there's no reason to have the plot where, like, oh, she was actually a fake, and it's just, nothing matters. I guess that's the true despair. Is that nothing mattered.
Again, you could have just
wasted our
skipped
time.
the whole thing. Again, I didn't mind watching Despair. I just wish they didn't retcon so many things.
I did kind of mind watching Hope most of the time, or Future, because
That could have been done so much better.
And so much faster.
And if it was a game, then like some of our like an actual video game, like some of our complaints wouldn't be valid.
Because at least we would have got to spend time with some of these characters before they died.
And not like they had like 2 seconds of screen time and then they died.
And I like how it's like, oh, it's a killing game without rules, and that means that we can like break the things that were rules before. And like, did that even come up? When did that matter? I know they mentioned that, but what rule did they in quotes break?
Which character?
No, like Makoto said something about like he had a realization and he said like, this is a killing game without the rules or that the previous ones had, so that means we can break the ones that we had before. And I forgot what the point of that was. Like there was something that he did that like wouldn't have flown in the other ones, but I forgot even what it was. But that's not a good thing if I can't even fucking remember the smallest details.
No.
Because, like, basically, like, all I remember from this is just a blur of characters randomly attacking each other, killing each other, and dying from either suicide or being poisoned. And that's it.
If it's a kill, like... So, like, why the Monokuma ruse? Why not just order the cartoon guy, the animator guy, to like force these people to show them videos to kill each other?
Why even bother with the killing game? You could have just been like, here's the, you already had everybody in the fucking boardroom meeting. You played the suicide video on screen. Everybody dies. You win. The end. End of story.
Like, and why go to all this fucking effort?
Honestly, they could have just had one scene at the start where everybody sitting in a council room. They play that video on screen. Everybody kills themselves, and then the guy like has his Hope video.
And then that's it.
And then cut to episode Hope. That's all you need. That's all you need.
And that's it.
And that's why the future side absolutely sucks because it
was just 11 episodes of nothingness.
It was the 12 episodes. Don't you forget.
Yes.
And it didn't matter. None of it mattered. And Despair retconned way too many things.
Yes.
And everything was pointless. So. And basically, it didn't matter because the ending that we got in this, the cast of Danganronpa 2 Lives, basically we would have figured as much. Or like, I guess we just got it confirmed now. which Danganronpa 2 I feel specifically didn't do for a reason, because it's kind of leaves it open-ended. But, alright, I guess just fuck that. And now we know that Makoto
Oh, that's a good point.
rebuilds Hopespeak, and that's it.
They never bothered to go look for Veruca, who nobody remembers and is not even mentioned after her death.
No. It's because nobody fucking liked her.
Makoto's like, oh, nobody died! And they didn't even go bother to look for her.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Kyoko died at the same time, so...
I know, but still, I just find that funny. She deserved it.
Yeah, like... just... whatever. I think I'm about... I think I just, like, wrapped it up, basically.
Yes.
Do you have anything else to add?
No.
It's been an hour and a half. We made this video thrice as long as the actual episode.
I'm sorry.
But, these are all our final thoughts.
I want to go to bed.
Yeah. Let's have a Danganronpa's over party, because it is actually over now, so...
Yeah, except for V3.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, the Hopespeak saga finally ended, and...
This is the end of the Hopespeak saga, isn't it?
And it just kind of petered out.
It just kind of stopped.
No, it kind of shuffled forward for 22 episodes, and then kind of, like, dropped dead. Like, only slightly ahead of where it started.
Yes.
Because we've only made minor progress in the grand scheme of things, so... And I know that's what you get with half of the thing being backstory, but even the stuff that wasn't backstory, we only shuffled a couple inches ahead, and then,
yes.
And then we're done, so... Yeah, I think that's gonna be it, so... If you managed to sit through all of this, why did you?
I'm sorry we subjected you to that shitty anime just so you could listen to our relevant commentary.
Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it.
Yes. If you just listen to this as a podcast, you're going to be very confused.
Yes. I mean, like, I guess for the most part, other than the first like 22 minutes of this, you could probably listen to it as a podcast.
Yes.
So on our next podcast, which will be never, yeah, I'm trailing off. Thank you guys all for watching, and we'll see you guys all for V3, I guess.
Yes.
So
I'm excited. V3's good, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Fucking thing sucks.